Good day everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the introduction of anthropology. What comes to your mind when you hear the word anthropology? What is its view of the concept of self? Well, anthropology is a study of people past and present. It focuses on understanding of the human condition and its cultural aspect. In a general sense, anthropology is concerned with understanding how humans evolve and how they differ from one another. Anthropology is a very dynamic field, and anthropological literature offers several different definitions of self. Again, anthropology is a study of what makes us human. Anthropologists takes a broad approach to understand to many different aspects of the human experiences, which we call holism. They consider the past through archaeology to see how human groups lived hundreds of thousands of years and what was important to them. The goal of anthropology is to pursue a holistic understanding of what it means to be human by understanding the relationship between human biology, language, and culture.
Hi everyone! Good day! For today's video, we continue to discuss Catherine Ewing regarding her educational background and some of her famous books. So let us begin! Professor of Religion Catherine Ewing also serves as the South Asia Institute's director. She held the position of Executive Director of the North Carolina Consortium for South Asian Studies while holding the position of Professor of Cultural Anthropology and Religion at Duke University from year 2010 to 2011. Before moving to Columbia's Religion Department in 2011, she serves as a professor of anthropology at the University of Wisconsin-Madison from 2010 to 2011. Her research ranges from debates among Muslims about the proper practice of Islam in the modern world to sexualities, gender, and the body in South Asia. She has conducted ethnographic fieldwork among Muslims in Germany, the Netherlands, the United States, Turkey, Pakistan, and India. Professor Ewing completed her postdoctoral training at the Chicago Institute for Psychoanalysis after earning her PhD in anthropology from the University of Chicago in year 1980. She has won a lot of awards and honors like the L. Bryce Boyer Prizes of the Society for Psychological Anthropology year 1990, a Berlin Prize Fellowship at the American Academy in Berlin year 1999, and a Mellon Sawyer Seminar Grant year 2002, and a residential fellowship as visiting scholar at the Russell Sage Foundation year 2006 to 2007.
Good day everyone, and I'm going to tackle about Catherine Pratt Ewing and some of her famous books. Her famous books include First Arguing Sainthood, Modernity, Psychoanalysis, and Islam, 1997. Durham, North Carolina, Duke University Press. The second one is Stolen Honor, Stigmatizing Muslim Men in Berlin, 2008, Palo Alto, Stanford University Press. The third one is the edited volumes Shariat and Ambiguity in South Asian Islam, 1988, University of Carolina Press. The last one is Being and Belonging, Music Communities in the U.S. since 9/11, 2008, Russell Sage Foundation.
Here in the unit, but unitary is one definition of self in modern anthropology, characterizes the term in its most general, ordinary, and everyday use. Anthropologist and Professor Catherine Ewing described the self as encompassing the physical organism possessing psychological functioning and social attributes. This definition portrays the self as implicitly and explicitly existing in the mind, comprised of psychological, biological, and cultural processes. Neuroscientist Joseph Dudu conceptualized the implicit and explicit aspect of the self. That you are consciously aware of is self, while the one that is not immediately available to the consciousness is the implicit aspect. This concept can be traced to the famous psychologist Sigmund Freud's level of consciousness. However, his views on how the self was developed asserted that it is framed, maintained, and affected biologically, mentally, and socially. According to Ludo, the self is not static, it is added to and subtracted from genetic maturation, learning, forgetting, stress, aging, and disease. This is true of both the implicit and explicit aspect of the self.
According to Catherine Ewing, the self is illusory. Illusory means based on illusion or not real. From the word illusory, we can conclude that Ewing asserted that self is based on illusion. People create a variety of self-representations based on selected cultural conceptions and selected chains of personal experiences. So basically, when we talk about self-representations, what this means is that the self is a representation of our culture and our own personal experiences. Ewing used the term self-representations to refer to culturally formed self-conceptions that one applies to oneself. But how does the culture contribute to oneself or the self? We develop our sense of self from our environment, society, and especially from our culture. We imitate and then we learn. For instance, in the Philippines, parents taught their daughters to sit properly with legs crossed and are not allowed to sit with their legs apart. This is an example of us, Filipinos, being conservative, and that is because of our culture. Depending on the circumstances, people from all cultures have been observed to be able to quickly project various self-representations. But the thing is, they are unaware of these changes or shifts. She asserted also that self is the product of the culture. These are the reasons why. Cultural traditions and social practices regulate, express, and transform the human psyche, resulting less in psychic unity for humankind than in ethnic divergences in mind, self, and emotion. Self-construal is also embedded in culture. Construal is an interpretation of the meaning of something, hence, in the sense of the meaning of the self. According to Catherine Rife in 2010, how you view relationships, personality traits, achievement, and expressing emotions are all influenced by culture.
Alright, and that's all for today. I hope you have learned something from us, Group 1. And once again, this is Jamari, editor and director of this concept. We appreciate your time and have a blessed day. Adios.